Oh, that's so good. We're on, we're on. Now this episode is insane. It's about thermal hot pools and big trout in the Mohaka. We're in the Kawakas and there's 2 sets of thermal pools I want to check out. And this is the first set. In the middle of the bush. How is this view? It doesn't get much better than this. Let's get the drone up, find out where we're at, and get in this hot pool. Hot pools, #1. Now the plan is, after I've enjoyed showing you where we're at, then we'll head down to the almighty Mohaka River, which is just down there, where I plan to fish for a brown trout, which is hopefully dinner for tonight. And then tomorrow morning, up bright and early and head to the second hot pools. Now these hot pools are 100% free. They're open 24/7. There's no locked gates, there's no admission fee. You get here, you enjoy the adventure, where these hot pools are just nestled above a cliff. The hot springs coming out above us. This is one you do not want to miss. Check out where these thermal pools are coming out and where the intake is to feed those hot pools I've just been in. So basic, so effective, so awesome. Check this out, and somewhere up there is where it all happens. It just boils up from the ground. Comes in here, goes out there. That's the overflow. And then heads down there. It's getting past 5 o'clock. I've got to get the gear, get back onto that river and start fishing. Find a good spot and let's start casting. And hopefully we eat tonight. Come on, let's go. Now I don't know if you noticed, but there's a secret weapon strapped to the side of the pack. I'm not going to catch any trout on the track. We need to be down there, and down there quick before the sun sets, before it gets too dark. The river's a little bit dirty down there. It's been raining for a couple of days, but hopefully those trout see the lure still, because I'm spinning. I don't want that water too dirty. Hopefully they'll see that, they'll come up, they're hungry, they'll smack it. Check that out. Wow. That first hot pool was just around the corner here. Look at this incredible landscape. Now tonight, when we find the right spot, we're tarp camping. And I've got a lightweight thermarest cot. Oh, check out the spot. This looks perfect. Nice little camp area right here. Deep pools. Oh, this looks absolutely perfect. And we've still got time. Good place to land right here too, because I don't have a trout net. Let's not over celebrate this, so I'll drop the pack. Let's have a look what's around the corner, around this bluff. Hopefully it opens up a bit more, just to give us more options. Some nice deep pools. Let's go have a look up through here, see what's on the other side of that. Oh, look at this. We definitely found tonight's camp spot. There's no way I'm going to turn this one down. I just can't see how it would get much better than this. Let's get this rod ready. Now this rod is so incredibly light, you just don't notice it. You don't notice the weight. It's not a hindrance at all. Even if you're not sure if it's worth taking a rod, when it's this light and this compact, this rod's coming with me on many adventures. I'm fairly new to the whole trout game. I've found in my limited experience that sometimes spinning spoons works really well and other times not. I've had success with soft baits and then other times not. I think I'm going to try the soft bait, and if that fails I might try a spoon or just something that's just going to make a little bit more noise. Let's get this little baby in and see what happens. Check this out. 4 gorgeous Theo. That's an absolute treasure to see them just cruising down. These ducks are very special to New Zealand, highly protected and endangered, but they're making a comeback. What they do is they live in these rivers and they just ride out these rapids. Let's try a bit further around. I'm getting some good distance and I'm seeing some small trout rising up, smashing the surface. Might even get down here. Drop down a bit. Oh, we're gonna strike then. Oh, I didn't take it. Oh, that was close. First strike. Just didn't grab it. No luck so far. I reckon the best bet is to set up camp while it's still light. Let's head back to where we dropped the pack. I want to show you a couple of tarp variations, and it's so quick and easy to set up. Here's the fly, and here's the stretcher. But first I want to make up a couple of friction knots. To get a length about that big, I fold it in on itself, and then I simply just loop it back on itself 3 times. It's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And then I want to poke this tag end through those 3 loops that we just made. And then when we tighten it up, we just make sure it's all nice and tidy. And we do the other side, same again. And then we just, when we're tightening it up, we just make sure it's all nice and tight. And then it's as simple as bringing those knots together. Trim these off a bit. Get a figure of 8 here. Perfect. And then, to create tension, just simply pull back on itself. And that's the trucker's hitch. The light's dying, so it looks like it's going to be trout for breakfast, hopefully. So now I've got this taut line set up. So obviously with this one, I can either just throw it straight on top and be happy with it. But what I'm going to do is we're going to set up our friction hitches. It's just started raining, so we've got to hurry up. And all I'm going to do, wrap it in on itself. So the absolute beauty of this knot is when it's under load, it locks nice and tight. But when you take it off load, no friction, you're able to move it. As long as it's nice and tidy, it will do the trick. In a climbing situation, I would have offset this so there's no load on here, but it helps while setting up the tarp. My first toggle, I'll feed it through that first friction hitch, and then it's as simple as coming over to the other end, finding that center again, putting your toggle through your friction hitch and tighten where I want it to go. And that's just sitting nicely. And there's my A-frame. It's as simple as that. I just need to peg it out, and if the weather packs in, I can change, easily take that knot off, put the press-up here, drop that side down. So easy. And now that we've pegged out the back, dropped it, repositioned our friction knot, and inside there's still absolutely plenty of room. I think I'll open it up, leave it nice and open. It gives me more space, a lot of airflow through there, but that's the option with this design. So quick and easy. I know it's getting harder to see. It's time for the cot. A big pro is the comfort. One thing I have found though is I still need to put a pad, a sleeping pad on top of it, just to give it that extra comfort so that cold air doesn't come from underneath. Obviously one thing it's got going against it is the weight. To have one of the best sleeps I can possibly have in the backcountry, it's worth it. And then with these legs, it's as simple as locking them in. In the middle here, I've doubled them up. That's going to take the weight of the body. And then I twist. That twist gives it that extra strength, right where the body weight's going to be. And that's it. One stretcher. Let's get it in, sleeping bag, get a burrow on, cup of tea, that's all you need. It's not quite pan-fried trout, freshly caught, but it's a close second. It's so warm in here, and that's with both ends open. Just a full A-frame. So I'll finish this cup of tea, jump in the sleeping bag. I'll show you the setup a bit better in the morning when there's more light. And then we're gonna have freshly caught trout fried up for breakfast. I promise you. And well, if I don't catch one, then I'll just edit this bit out. We'll be none the wiser. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Got my cup of tea ready. The water looks a little bit cleaner. And coming down to the river, I already saw one rise. All the signs are there. All I have to do is make sure I get breakfast on the end of that. And it all starts with the first cast. I was fishing around the corner, but it's quite swift and I just can't get my lure down deep enough. And I think they're just that little bit deeper. So I reckon we have a look right in here in the swirling pool. I've got a feeling it's going to be deep, it's not as swift. And I've got a good feeling that there'll be a trout or two just hanging in, just on the outside of that little bit of a whitewash. Perhaps just waiting for that feed to come down and then they can just smack it. Those blue ducks. They're just over here. They're actually coming this way. So if I hook up, then that's the sign. The Theo told me they were here. It is so good to see those guys on this river. That means it's a healthy river and they are where they belong. Oh, we're on. Come on, breakfast. Whoa! Come on! Here it is. Let's bring it nice and slowly to the bank. Bring it up. Yes! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Breakfast is served! Perfect size brown trout. Yes! Let's get this guy back, fill it, get that pan on, and then we'll head to the hot pools. Breakfast is served. Now I'm not sure if you've actually picked this up or not, but I'm actually quite excited about this breakfast. I'm so hungry. Set out a goal, produce the goods. We got it done. Oh. Right, it's time. Swap that over for a cup of tea. Check that out. Oh wow. Oh yes. Oh, I don't know if it tastes so amazing because it is so amazing or because I'm just so hungry. Oh wow. This is just another example on how simple life can be, full of adventure. It's impossible to put this into words how much this meal means to me. Already feel fueled up, ready to go. I'm going to finish this while that tea's brewing. I'm going to slowly pack up and then we're in search for the next hot pools, which is up the river. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to check them out, and then that reveal of the wonderland where they're actually situated. That's going to be unbelievable. Right over there in that pool there is where we got our trout. Just spectacular. Hot pools, here we come. Whoa. Check that out. If that's not Bluff City, I don't know what is. That's incredible. It's like a reminder coming through country and you're like, wow, so beautiful. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's like a reminder to say, be careful and respect Mother Nature. Just bluffs out. So the track has to cut high around a bluff, back down again. Check this out. Oh, wow. Oh, come check this out. I guess you pick a pool and you fill it. Nicely filling. Oh, it's so warm. How crazy is that? The river's right there. The most beautiful bush you've seen in your life. And then there's thermal hot pools. Pick one, you run it, you jump in it. While my hot tub is running, oh, that's so good. Let's check out the source of where it's coming from. It's just over here. Just insane, so much heat just here. And obviously the hot spring's being fed from way up in here. Wow. And there's the intake. It's crazy. It's open 24/7, free to anybody. Nobody clipping that ticket. There's no lock gates. It's just here. It's here for us to enjoy. While that hot tub is filling up, let's get the drone up and check out the secluded, superb, beautiful area that we're in. Pretty limited with the trees, how far I can go, but just want to get a drone shot, just punching away and see how high we can get. The only last thing to do is to jump in. Oh, it's so good. This is amazing. She's full enough. Well, there we have it. We're here in the middle of nowhere with these just epic, crazy thermal pools that are available to you, available to me, available to anyone. Thanks so much for joining me on Just Wild NZ. I'll catch you on the next one. Woohoo!